Good evening. How are we doing? I think I need to turn my volume just a little bit. Somewhere like that. Nick's, good evening. How you doing? Trying to get my chat working. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. We'll get there though. Perfect D&D collection. Good evening and welcome. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. We'll be starting some painting shortly. Just getting my shit together. So today's job is going to be painting all these detail parts and putting them on here. At least that's the plan. See how we get on. We should be alright. I just noticed one of my audio plugin thingies is not responding. This is just not active. It should be though. But welcome, Perfect D&D. It's always nice to have somebody from one of the other platforms here with us. We normally stream on Twitch. Well, we do stream on Twitch. It's where we came from. We've been streaming over there since 2018. It's gonna need a little bit more water, but it should be alright. Last stream we had the decals on this thing sorted out. At least to a stage where we're happy with them. I'll put these away out of harm's reach. Also known as the water again. This is the one we're working on last stream. There's a bit more we need to do on it, obviously. So all the trim needs highlighted up, because if you look at this area here, see how it's just flat compared to this one? So we will have to do that at some point, but we've also got the detail here to paint in here. There's also the back detail to do, these bits to do. A couple of touch-ups on the bottom where it's been hitting the ground. Once that's done, I can varnish the pair of them. In fact, what I can do, now these decals are in place, the panel lines I can cut through. and across the top. And the same over here. Take it you just do D&D stuff, D&D collection. You may need a sharper blade to do this. And again, maybe not. Nice. Well, we mostly do machinery and tanks and a bit of scale model work here and there. But we also do a bit of demons and monsters thrown in. Work on a bit of a larger scale, so we don't often do models that are this sort of size. Oh. This is what we aim for. In quality. This one's not quite finished yet. But we usually do things that... 1 second, let me just put these back on the shelf. Let's say this sort of size. Thank you. I mean, it's all right. We could do better than this, but there's got to be a time limit, hasn't there? Otherwise, you'd be there painting forever and ever and ever, and you'd only get like 2 models done a year. We have a base for a model we're doing here that you may like. This is a base. See the 2 pegs for the legs to stand on. There's a big robot goes on it. Yeah, the main thing this evening is, like I said, we've got all these bits and pieces here that we're going to work on. I'll try and muster the energy to do it, as they will go somewhere like that. A couple on the side on each. We've also got these chains as well that we can put on one each side, because we have 1, 2 and the other 2, so those we need to work out which ones are going where first, because they are slightly different. Those 2 are the same. I'm sure we have another one. Where's the other one gone? Here. So that is a singular, which means there must be another one of those on the desk somewhere. And those, are they the same as those? No, those 2 are different. The reason why we're doing this is because I can change the colour of these shields. So if we get a nice pair set, I don't know what I'm doing with that yet. That's ideally for the front, but we have things on the front. That's one to go that way, so that's a right-hand side. That's a left-hand side, so that's a pair. That's that side as well. It's also bent a little bit, so we'll just straighten her up. That might be a better pair. I'm looking at how large the droop is more than anything. You don't put that much work into your minis because it's D&D and you need a lot of minis fast, but you try for a decent level. Well, that's all that matters, as long as you're having fun doing it, isn't it? Hey Squeezel, how's it going? Yeah, like I said, we're live on Twitch at the moment as well. So if you want to join us over there, or you're happy where you are on Kick, then that is fine. Over on Twitch, we're at Solway Studios TV. Just so you know, we have to prime these. Zero in. Hello there. Your Falcon look good. I liked it. First thing we're going to do now is clean this airbrush. No worries, thank you very much for the follow. Have a good one. Take care. We're on for 3 hours, and then we're on tomorrow as well. Making a mess. I would just be aware if you're going to start doing like engine soot things from the back, don't go crazy on it, just ever so slightly, because a lot of people go over the top when they do that sort of thing. As in, do you mean Legions Imperialis, Squeezel? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, not at the price it's going to be released at. Especially this close to the end of the year. I have some little warhounds to my right. What's happening there? Have I got my chair like over my air hose? Yes. But now it's on the air hose. Okay. Yeah, I think what I'm going to be doing while I'm in America this time is I want to be building up a few little like sub 3 minute little tutorial videos for Patreon, because I need to build Patreon back up. My initial problem with Patreon was I found it really unintuitive to create things on. And then we had the whole what's it called? The Ko-Fi debacle, because I started on Ko-Fi and then the book that fucked me up with taking money that they shouldn't have done. And then Patreon's now redone a lot of its infrastructure. So it's a lot more straightforward to create things on there now. So we're going to start afresh. Not try and be overly complicated, because if we're trying to be too complicated, then it's a case of get overwhelmed. Oh, Squeeze, I'm sorry to hear that. That's sad, I'm sorry to hear. This winter's going to be different, that's for sure. Was it a sudden thing, or was it coming? Just say if you'd rather not talk about it, Vivi, it's alright. I think we managed to get all the metal flakes out of the airbrush, at least for now. Let's strip it down, dry it, because we're going to be spraying primer on these, and our primer is going to be oh dear. Oh man. And other than the cough, there was no signs of it. To cut that. That one's clean enough. Hey, Heinrich. Where's my bloody web browser? So between February and September. That's really sad. Jeez. How you doing? Like, do you have much family to talk to, etc.? I need to tidy these up before I do out with them. Where are you based against Weasel, sorry? Country. You probably told me 100 times by now. Ah, yeah. So other than the mother-in-law, have you got other people you can speak to and stuff to support you? Just a hello there. I know Twitch chat probably isn't the place for it, but if you need to talk, send us, just fire us a message. Not that I'll be able to help, but you need an ear. Or if you're getting overwhelmed by stuff. Or just, to shout into the void. Anywhere in mind? Well, if it's if it's a fresh slate, where would you like to go? I suppose if you could work from anywhere, you could go wherever. Those ones look clean. Yeah, well, you don't need to think like that. I know it's difficult to not probably think like that. Yeah, but you could become a hobbit if you did that, Heinrich. You wouldn't need to Warhammer. No worries, go see you in a bit. Everyone's clean. What breed dogs have you got? It sounds like a lot of South African money. Hilda, hello there. How's it going? I think I must have clipped that one out fairly clean. If you had run down, you and me both. That's why I wasn't on yesterday. I just couldn't face working on these bloody flyers any longer. These two. Gotta be careful that's gonna come off. So now that the Kronos is done, that means you're gonna be working on the refit, I take it. Lived in China for a while recently-ish. Found a Warhammer shop in Shenzhen. Prices are about 2 times the UK in a country with low wages. Yeah, but all the rich people will buy all the stuff. Where's my face mask thing at? Did I hang it up? Oh, I did hang it up. And I hooked it around the top so I wouldn't be able to get it unless I stood up. Now I'm hitting my knees on my paint box. I wonder how easy it is in China to get hold of recast stuff, though. Voice is going to sound weird for a couple of minutes while I do some spraying. So work out what the hell's happening. Oh! Oh, the front off now. Oh, the front strap off my face mask. Clip back on. Again, because it's not in the nose slot. There we go. Now we're talking. Goggles on. Headphones on. What, the colour, Duster? Well, there's plenty of blues and yellows. I used to build my own drones, Heinrich. FPV drones. I have over in the States a Mavic Air 2. We should be able to spray that. Whoa! Is that you? How's my audio? Is it okay? Or is it bad? Let me know. I'll turn the music off. I've turned that off because on my side it was making noise. It was going crackly, crackle, crackle. As long as the other audio is okay. Yeah, I have my mask on. I have to check the grounding on my compressor. We'll see. I'm going to take these off. These ones in. That's all we're doing, isn't it? 2 and 2. No, it's not. I need another. Otherwise, things aren't going to work out. That's one set. eBay is the best bet. A lot of the bit shops they just don't have any stock. And there are easy this shield. I need this one. A lot of the bits shops are just a waste of time. That's okay. There's a little nub in there. And that side's flat. Right, that should do us. Go. Write some stuff. Oh, that's a waste of time. I will do that. I'll stick some of this in here. And we'll see how it looks after I've swizzled it around. I probably need to chuck this because it's going to get tainted too much from all the muck inside the airbrush pot. Right. That's good. That can live over there for now. Face mask off. Glasses on. Headset on. You'll be able to see, and you can get a magnifier even if you can't. Heinrich, don't kid yourself with that. Yeah, but the thing is, Heinrich, they're this big. So when you see them in person, it's like, they look alright then. Right, let's work out what the hell we're doing with these things. I'm gonna make sure I get the pairs correct. That's a pair. That's a pair. That's a pair. So if those are pairs, and we're going to class this as another pair. The Titans are basically, they're smaller. The only Titan that's Knight size is the really, really big one. The Warlord Titans are smaller than a Knight. Warlord Titans may be that size. A Knight is like that. Let me try this audio again now. See whether it's still crackling. Okay. Yeah, I think it's alright. So if we have these pairs, you don't want to have the same ones on that, do we? So let's arrange them in 2 columns here and 2 columns here. So that's going to be on one side and one side. Like that. That's going that way, so that's actually that side. Have I done this 2 of the same sides? I have. Okay. That's the opposite to that one. I have to be careful with painting that. So that's one side. Over here we'll have that, which will leave us with that as our pairings. The reason why this is more complicated than it seems is so when I view them both the planes from the same side, the two that are facing there and the two that are facing there don't match up. Stark, hello there. How's it going? Welcome in. We're doing okay. We're working on these flyers. We're just working on the little detail shields that hang on the side at the moment. How about you? How's it going? So here's one of them, where it stands at the moment. Thank you. We've still got a long way to go, however, so it's still early days. I have one on there. We're going to paint these, which is why they look the way they do at the moment. We'll just put some primer on them. So we're going to have two on that side, two on the other. We get to choose colours for these.
I didn't think you had it in you. I'm your huckleberry.
Hendrik, thank you very much for that.
5 months. Time flies.
5 months. It does. Thank you. 13 months. Okay, now it's been that long. So let's pick some colours, because we can introduce colour here. These shields. The one on the black, we can do burgundy. Day's going okay, thank you. How about yours? Do you paint miniatures, or do models, or do Warhammer, or do D&D, or what do you do? That one's going to be burgundy, because we can bring burgundy into that now. One of these is going to be Lupercal green. Well, that's our purple. That's what we're going to use. One can be Lupercal green. One on here can be black. A red shield. We can have a red shield on here. No, I'll have that as a red. No, because then we're going to have purple and red. That's not going to look very good. This is where we can choose colours outside of our main scheme, as long as they work together. I don't really want to put a green one or a red one on the same side on there. And we can't use that colour on this one. Because these are for this. These two are for that one. So we've had purple as an option. Any other colour suggestions from anybody else? We could have a half white and half blue, or is it a bit Celtic? I don't think it matters, does it? And we need a colour to go on with that. I'd like to do them all, each one a different colour, ideally. Well, we're going to get to that point. They're mostly going to be like greys and browns. But we'll match that up with what looks best with what main colour. So that shouldn't be the deciding factor here. The deciding factor should be we can do it to what we can do. We can have a yellow one. The yellow one can go on there. We'll do the front one black and the back one red. So we need one colour for here. There's trim in the centre section. Well, like I said, the pelt doesn't particularly matter because we'll just match that up to what looks best with the main colour. I think I might do one blue. And white. Because we can do that. Because it's our rules. As long as we don't start chucking stuff. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. Now, each of these isn't going to just be pure colour, because that'd look silly. For example, this black, we're going to do those colours. That's going to be the black. The red, which starts out, well, it will be red mostly, we'll do with the dark base. So dark base, and then we're going to blush in the highlight if we can. This one, we'll probably do black Templar base with the green over the top. This one is just going to be white and blue. That will be probably black Templar to Baraknar. And that'll be just yellow over the pink. It'll just add a little bit of life to them, I think, if we do this. As though, like, houses from Russ have given the shields to the chapter. And if they look rubbish, we can change it. How does that sound? Yep, that's what I thought. So if we're doing that, let's get our colours to be right. So airbrush is clean, so we can put any colour in we want. But we want to make life easy for ourselves. We don't just want to start putting like the red in first, then the white, because it's going to be a pain if we do that. Let's get some pots out. If we need it. I think we should first do... How many are going to need to be black? Three. Let's get rid of the black Templar. We have a standard black. And we're going to do 3 of them in just black. This one. This one. And this one. If I can get some fresh sticky. So this is your standard Model Air black. Couple of squeezes in there. Then I want some thinner. I will use Ultimate Airbrush Thinner because it is the best acrylic thinner there is. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And we'll put that much in. A little bit on the thin side, but it'll be fine. Better than being too thick. Chuck it in. Perfect. I'm gonna have to get some paint while I'm in America for your Space Marine Sandra. So they're the only ones we need to do black. I made far too much black paint. So you're cracking on the liquid mask. I would do a test. Just do one panel, like let's say a crotch plate first of all, see how that handles the paint, etc. Because if that does, then you're not going to knacker up. If that's fine, then you're fine, then you're okay. But if it's not alright, for whatever reason, paint chemistry, etc., then you haven't knackered up your legs or your top carapace. Oh, where did that come from? Just cleaning out the muck from the airbrush. We're going to do the green next, I think. Remember which colour was which? No, because I've messed them up. This is green. This is green. Just double check. Who's black? You're black or are you black? You're black. You're green. Although if I do that one green, it'll clash with that. So yeah, that needs to be green. No. Hold up. That one goes over there. Have I messed this up already? Red, black, red, black, white, and green. So that's green. That belongs there. Why is this difficult? There are 4 different patterns and we have 6. So there's 2 of those. And there's 2 of those. That's diamond on left. That's the same as that. So they can't be on the same vehicle. Which they're not. 2 of those can't be on the same vehicle. Which they're not. But now we have a problem. I want that one yellow. That one goes down here. What happens if you switch that one? They're the same. That's the way it's going to have to be. As long as they're on separate sides, we should be alright. That's wolf pelt and wolf pelt. This one doesn't have any wolf pelts though. So how about... that one's going to be easy to do white. Than that one. That's got filigree on it. Yeah, that's the way we're going to do it. That one shouldn't have been sprayed black. That should have been as it was. We'll get away with just putting the burgundy on that, I think. It'll be fine over the pink. Yeah, it does. The only masking fluid that doesn't stink is the Mr. Masking Sol Neo. And it's just that first opening where it smells bad because that air inside is awful. Once you've like blown it away, it's not so bad. Don't use a brush in it. If you use a brush in it, you'll ruin it. Good luck. Right then, so let's get the black one sorted first. So I need to put a little bit of Dunkelgrau base on, and then I'm going to rinse and do the green on that one. I'll put that there. That's fine where it is, that's fine where it is, that's fine where it is. That's the one we're going to be doing. Sure, I told you it stinks. That's all we need. A little spray. And that's the black one done. Doesn't look black yet. It might not even look black at all. But that's the colour it's going to be. Green next, I think. Good old Lupercal green, which doesn't seem to be at the lid on properly. One. Let's have another. Two. We can get away with using this because I get the lid on. I think that I realised why it didn't have the lid on properly. Is it go on? Because the lightning claws are all this colour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love seeing the colours bleed out of these. Here there'll be 2 more drops. 1, 2. I usually just guess, but because we're using so little paint, it's less forgiving on the exact amounts. I need to do a higher shot of green over this. Something like, what have we got? I see exact colour. Needle's not set fully all the way forward, watch. I'm not pulling back. You got one panel masked, okay. So let that go translucent. Then you can try doing your metal. Scott, hello there. Which Scott have we got on today? Next colour we're going to go up with is Sybarite Green. I think that's mixed enough. Is it a base? No, it's a layer. So we're going to watch our thinning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Seems okay. Squeeze, tip. It's a green shield, I think. It's not the most saturated shield in the world, but I didn't want it to be like grass. I wanted just a nice. It's pretty much the colour scheme for what do you call them? Sons of Horus. Next up, what colour are we doing? Red. Well, let's fill our water container up because it's running out of water. The red will be good because we can do 2 colours with our red and we have our purple. Ollie, there he is. How you doing, Paul? Can I do this without spilling? Yes. Better than we were yesterday, but you know, still fighting on. How are you getting on with your tank? Luke, evening.
Electricity. 1.21 gigawatts! 1.21 gigawatts!
Smirch for the Smirch God. Smirch God demands sauce and bomb. Bomb LLLL bomb LLLL.
Oh, I see how it is. Hang on then. 1 second. Okay, go, Sue. Right then, hold up. Where's me controls? I'm here, but I'm not. But this is where the spin wheel is.
Dash the deer and face the wheel.
Now, 1 second. I don't like this one. I'm willing to do a spin wheel again.
Dash the deer and face the wheel.
I don't like this one at all. I dislike this one for a different reason. I dislike this one because it's incredibly strong. This in there. No. You already had a respin. Bigger crisp. Do I have drink? Potentially don't. You're planning out your 40k orc army. Damn right. It's only 800 to 2 million. That's all we're dealing with here. If you're desperate for the bomb, you know how to trigger it. There's legit bits of chili seeds in there. This is going to be hell. I think I dislike this one more than the other. At least I know what I'm going to get with the bomb. This is either tolerable or I'm dead. I don't like it. In fact, here you go. Right, how does this sound? How does this sound? With breast milk, No, how does this sign out? The bounty board says for 10, is it 10? How much? What's 10,000 bits? For 10,000 bits, I'll do to bomb the Scorpion and the other Scorpion of that much times 3 on a crisp at the same time. Before I go away, so by the end of the month. Not like in bits, like in chunks, but in one. That's the bounty board. Anyway, see you on the other side. Fuck. Jesus. The drink, it does nothing. Get some of that, Heinrich. Fucking hell. I haven't got any more drink. There might be a dribble left in my water bottle. There's not much. No, but it might be a date with the toilets event. Right. I've just got to suffer the rest out. No more liquid. Well, you need to get back on the hobby train so we get them lessons sorted. Wow. My lips are on fire. What colours are doing red? Right, we're not going to do that red. I'm going to start off with that. And then we'll do that red over the top of the other red. Yellow. That should be done. He stopped getting COVID. Gosu's lessons will probably be taken off shortly as well, because he's about at the point. We've got lessons with Gold Touch coming up. 1, 2, another one for luck. Paintbrush is green, it'll be fine. Yeah, sounds good. Sunday. Not green, thank you. Red. This one's going to be red, that one's going to stay purple. I might need to put a little bit of a highlight on that one. Let's take that off for now. Just think, in December, we get all the other spices back. The American spices. As I was saying earlier on, now we've got a few more people in. When I'm in the States, I'm going to be producing short, useful little videos for Patreon, because I need to start building that shit up after the debacle with Ko-Fi, and then trying to do me out of money, and the big update to Patreon. We should be able to do it a lot easier and not get overwhelmed with like plans to do all sorts of different stuff. I'm just going to do short, little, concise videos. They're not going to be the most well-produced things in the world, because I just want to get them, you know, get them going. I need a highlight for that colour. What colour did we use to highlight up the purple? I think it was this, wasn't it? That's what colour we highlighted up, the purple. Just a little blast, not a lot. It's this one. That's the colour. That ain't working. Oh, loads of views today. You can see it. Also, guys, so I'll be starting. When are you getting your eyes, by the way? When do your eyes come? What the fuck is this? That'll be fun. Just in time for Blender. Potentially too thin, but we'll see. Oh yeah, this is too thin. I'm gonna have to put a little bit of pale in here. Something like...
My math teacher called me average. How mean.
That's a good one. Thank you very much. I think I need to put something with a little bit of... Maybe a squidge of off-white into it. Maybe a squidge of off-white. Let's do it this way. No, let's just put it in there. Right, so if you ever want to modulate the colour that you've got in your airbrush cup without taking it all out, don't just squidge it straight in. If you squidge that in there, it's going to go all to the bottom and cause you no end of grief. If you can, turn your airbrush nearly fully on its side. Is this going to come out in a big squidge? Put a bit of paint in there. Mix it up in here first before you let it go into the main bit of the cup. And then don't get the gumph in there with it. So we've now got a pink. I might have just made the same colour as what we already had, but it should be fine. The problem isn't so much the colour at this stage, it's the thinness of the paint. And it's not building up to a bright red. So just by adding that bit of off-white to this, it's going to allow me to build up a base so that I can then just spray some red into right over the top and get the colour I want. Right, there's our pink. One side, lid on the off-white. Get rid of it. We've got yellow to do next. And we have one to do white somewhere, which I've lost. What's there? Just cleaning the cup out of any schmooze, because there is some. Welcome back. Yeah, there's going to be yellow. But not until I've done a little bit of red. That's red. That's definitely red. Perfect. Yellow next. Reefer Yellow, one of my favourite yellow paints. It's really good. The whole range is great. They're a little bit more expensive, but then you do get 30ml a bottle. Right, let's get some of this in here. 3. There is a special thinner for it, but I'm not keen on the thinner they have for this, because it has a retarder in it. Archivex. They are screen accurate sci-fi colours. So if you see like all the colours that we use on all the spacecraft and characters in like Star Wars and in some Star Trek, those paints have it. That they took from paint chips and old bottles, etc. Now all these different colour shields are going to look a little bit weird until we get them all trimmed and we get them all weathered in to be the same. I'll show you the range that I have in the thing before you head off and just buy it. That's the yellow. What do you mean by modern kits? Because I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be yes. It depends what you mean by modern kits. Yeah, there's millions of really, really good ones. Yeah, it's huge. That's like what it's all about. Got that yellow in. I want to put a little bit of pale yellow in over the top though. I want to use some ice yellow. No, there's vehicles. For example, there's historical cars, there's modern cars, there's historical World War II and before, there's Cold War era, there's like Vietnam stuff, there's modern conflicts, Gulf War stuff. There's all sorts, and that's just in ground vehicles. You go to aircraft and there's the same again. You go to boats, it's the same again. Where's my ice yellow? Oh, see, it's hiding where it shouldn't even be. While we'll do this then, I'm going to get the Archivex range out so you can see what I've got. I've got a concrete. Reefer White, which is a really, really nice off-white, slightly grey. Reefer Grey, Boxcar Red, Depot Buff, Reefer Yellow, Lark light grey, dark grey, light reefer grey, daylight red, and lettering grey. So we've got dark and light, light reefer and dark reefer, and reefer white, concrete, reefer yellow, boxcar red, depot buff, lettering grey, and yeah. So these colours are predominantly the ones used on the Millennium Falcon. These colours are the Millennium Falcon colours. This is really nice. Daylight red's really nice. Reefer yellow's really nice. That's one of the Y-wing colours. But there's another yellow that goes over the top of it to get the full range. Boxcar red's really good. It's like a German red-brown. Concrete's a solid colour. Reefer white's decent. It's a nice character white. Like if we look at, excuse me. If you look at the lacquer paints, this white here is character white. But you can see it's not white. It's like it's a nice off white, which is similar to this. These are very similar in colour. But these are all acrylics, apart from that. They're all acrylics. And you can get a thinner for them. I just recommend you use the Ultimate. But if you go to the ArchiveX website, I think they're arranged by project. So if you wanted like some nice greens, etc., look at the ones that are for Boba Fett, because you can get that proper Boba Fett green. And there's colours for like Slave One and stuff as well. Yeah, if I could get away with just using these colours on my projects and like my entire palette was just these, I'd be happy. I mean, don't just mean these 12 or whatever I've got, but you know what I mean, the whole range. Oh no, that if I was doing anything sci-fi related, I'd be covered. The Kronos 1, so the Klingon battle cruiser thing that Busy Build's been doing, he was looking for this colour. And this is the colour match paint to the original 1980s or 70s paint, whatever it was. Jonas, hello there, welcome in. How are you doing? Right, we have that. I was going to do an ice yellow over the top of it. So let's do that. We're doing good, thank you. Yeah, we'll just... I'll show you what I'll work on in a second. We've got a bit carried away with the amount of paint cups out, so I need to consolidate them. My hand's clean enough. Working on a couple of these. Here's one where we're at so far. But on this side panel here, we're doing some shields to go on them. This is one. Element Games have them, I think. And here's the other one. These are the shields we're doing. We're doing a black one here. We're doing a green one as well. And they're going to go on here. We have a red one. We need to do this one white and blue. We need to do a highlight on this yellow because it's a little bit too in your face at the moment. You do scale modelling or Warhammer or anything? Or have you just found the stream somehow via YouTube? That should do us for the amount of paint we need. Ultimate thinner. 1, 2, should be enough. They used to all be enamel paints, but they changed into acrylic, and it was a really good idea. Chuck that in, that should be enough. Let's see. Yep. That's all we need to do. Just hit that center section. It just helps that yellow out. You have a little ultramarine army. I've painted 3 ultramarine things as a painter. I've done 2 Razorbacks. Nice and weathered up. And then my first foray back into Warhammer as an adult when 8th edition came out was this little fellow. I haven't done any more than that. He was probably the first Space Marine I did as an adult. And since then we've done all sorts. We're currently working on the Space Wolves, so we've got a Ragnar here. I'll zoom in a second. Yeah. There's my Ragnar. I haven't based him, so you can see why this is all just plain and rubbish. Yeah, he's fairly far along. So we do Warhammer stuff around here. We also do scale model things as well. Our aesthetic is gritty, grimdark, weathered. We use acrylics, enamels, oils, pigments. Here's a Knight Lancer from Titanicus, heavily weathered. Thank you. I mean, if you want to learn how to do it, you just stick around. We explain what we're doing. All these pots of water, I'm going to have to deal with them. Where is me thingy at? There's a word somewhere. God knows where the word is, because I can't remember what I'm looking for. I have a dump bottle and a funnel. I don't know where the funnel's gone. So we don't need that. We don't need that. Don't need that one. We don't need that one. I did this the other day before I started stream. And spilled water absolutely everywhere. I'm Nicky, by the way. In case you're confused. have far too many pots of water though. I'm just gonna deal with them for a second. Well, just so you know, if you drop us a subscribe because you're on YouTube, we stream Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we'll be on tomorrow from 8 o'clock UK time. We're also live on Twitch at the same time. So if you use Twitch, that's where we're also streaming. That looks like it's fairly clean water. We'll leave that one. So yeah, we're going live on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. What am I going to do with all these pots of paint? Chuck that one in there. That's clean water. Do we need to do any others? Yes, white on that one and blue. Just not knock those over, please. So this one's going to be white and blue. We'll get rid of our yellow one. Well, thank you very much. I don't have YouTube notifications. I need to get that sorted out. Yeah, if you can't stay long, then enjoy the rest of your evening and rest well. I hope to see you tomorrow. So, flat white from Tamiya. We're not going to use ultimate thinner for this, because we do have our Tamiya thinners. But if we're going to do Prussian blue over the top, am I going to half it? I don't know. I should probably half it. Also, we have a Discord server if you're still here. If anyone could put the Discord link in chat, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. And you can post pictures and what have you in there of your work, or ask questions, or just hang out. Thank you, Hendrik. Feel free to join. No pressure. Just for anybody in chat. Ah, the old smells of apples Tamiya paint. There you go. Do you see that link above, the Stream Elements one? I don't know whether it goes across to YouTube. Did you see one? Perfect. I'm going to assume that that won't work. Okay, dump to white. Here we go, cleaning the airbrush just with water, even though we use Tamiya paints. If anyone says you can't mix Tamiya acrylic with water, wrong. If you do just mix Tamiya paints with water and have any issues at all, just put a tiny bit of dish soap in. You mix and it'll just bring the paint back into a usable format again. In case you didn't know, some paints will split. Some Tamiya paints will split with water. That's how you'd fix it. I don't think you've broken any paint if that happens, because you haven't. You're fine. Right, that's another pot of water. Let's see. We're going to half and half this. Half blue, half white. Why not? Why not? I'll tell you why not, because I can't get this to line up straight. Try that. Try again. Hang on. Wait. Did you just see a link? If you did, that's the Discord link. Did that work? Maybe it doesn't pick up links into Restream. That should work though. A little bit of blue. Now, Prussian blue is one of those paints where it's very, very, very pigmented. Because it's one of like the pure pigments. Look at that. So we've got to be a bit careful when it comes to spraying it, because it'd be all too easy to overwhelm the thing. It's a beautiful colour. That's thin enough for us. Very translucent, it's almost like an ink. Jonas, rest well, thank you for being here. I hope to see you again soon. That's a nice blue. I'm going to go heavier around the edge now to darken the edges. Something like that. It's a really nice little blue fade we got going on there. Nice little soft blue fade. Let's see whether we haven't destroyed the white, and we haven't. There we go. And the white also fades. The very edge of it is nice and dark. Right, let's work out what's going on with these shields now then. Should be them all painted. So we've got a blue one and a red one. They're going to look so weird until we get everything fully painted on them. The yellow one, purple one, a green one, and a black one. Like sweeties. So the 4 for this, for the the 4 for that one. We're gonna have a black one and a red one. That's going to be the 4 for that, and the black one's going to have the purple and the yellow, because I think they'll go better with the black. We can't put this one with that one because it's purple and that's purple, and the yellow will look better on the black. We're also going to have these 2 bits of metal to go with it. Next thing I want to do, what time are we on? We're on 20 past 10, is I'm going to paint all the fur black. And that'll probably take us to time later on. Because there's not too much to do. There's the fur, the bone, 2 of them have bone. What's everybody else up to tonight? Let's do this black one first. It was one of the first we did. Painty brush. Water. It's the hardest thing with streaming is you meet new people, and then you don't stream the next day, or maybe even you do stream the day after and you don't see them again. Even if they were busy in the channel talking away, it's trying to get them to remember that they were there the previous day. Very good conversation with loads of new people, and then we don't see them. The reason why we're doing this is just a nice solid base. Carefully removing the helmet on the belt from the Monopose kit. How are you finding it? Are you managing?
I didn't think you had it in you. I'm your huckleberry.
Who is that?
Take my prime sub in on and around the face XD.
I've heard that before. It's me, Foxy Fox. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, what's going on? Thank you very much, though. Why the name change? Will Twitch not sort it out for you? on your Gmail. So you got properly hacked. There you go. You can see it's actually quite subtle once we get rid of everything else. What a pain in the ass. Let's just leave that on there for now. So I'm going to make a mess. It's pretty shitty from Twitch though. You'd think that they'd sort you out. It's not like it takes them anything to just like reset the flag that lets you change your name. As long as your other name doesn't get taken. If you have a bot account, oh no, because it'll be your name won't be able to get taken for 6 months, will it? It's something like that. It's about 6 months until it becomes reclaimable again. Yeah. That's how I've still got Solar Studios TV and my bot Solar Studios. They're currently the wrong way around, but I can't be bothered going through all the hassle to fix it. We're doing all the little Viking symbol shield thingies for the flyers. That's our game at the moment. Do the green one. What have you been up to this week then, other than fixing your hack? Anything fun? Who managed to pre-order a Christmas box, by the way? Did anybody? Did anybody care? That was this weekend. Well, I say this weekend. That was this 10 minutes on a Saturday morning, yes. The World Eaters one went out of stock first. And because, well, it did have Angron in it, so what do you expect? I wasn't too keen on anything other than the Tyranid one. But I have that many Tyranids that I need to paint anyway that I didn't need to go into debt getting more. And it's Legions Imperialis next week, Fox. One of the Cadian, that one lasted quite a long time, so you'd probably be able to get hold of that one. It was the one that not many people seem to want. So have a look around, you might be lucky if you just want the... In fact, the Space Marine one and the Cadian one were both for sale the longest. I think they were the least popular of the two. Right, that's that one. You can see the green's actually not as bad as... In fact, you know what? We should probably do the trim while we're here. And there's a gem we should probably do. Yeah, from the official store, Heinrich, but the fact that they were least popular on Games Workshop, you can probably draw the conclusions that you might be able to find them in local shops or other retailers. So that's the amount of green we have. I don't think it's too bad. I think that'll do us all right. Do the gem on here. I was getting a bit concerned that I'd gone crazy on the colours, but I don't think I have. Yeah, that's looking good. I like it. Get off. Who next? All these little jobs that are a pain, but you have to do them, don't you? And I understand that it's not the most exciting part of watching somebody paint, but again, it has to be done. You can't all just be wall-to-wall weathering. Unfortunately. Right, be careful here. Still got those gems to do on the top of the flyers red as well. What? Nice one. I quite like the bikers from that box, but I don't really want anything else from it. Right, it's another one done. Might be able to do a deal at some point. Hold on to them for now, though. Probably won't be before I... Oh, get off them. before I go to the States. But this green here, oh, well, if you don't want them, buddy, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. So the recipe for that, if you'd like to know, is a black base. And then it's 2 colours. First of all, we sprayed that. And then we did Sybarite green over the top. That's how you get that. This is also a really good colour scheme for Sons of Horus. If you're doing Sons of Horus vehicles, that's a really nice combo to do. And you can put a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of purple in the shadows. So while you are here, the people that won the stuff in the giveaway, all the UK people should be getting their stuff by, what day is it today? Sunday. Hopefully by the end of next week you should be getting your stuff, because there's 5 of those people plus Fox has something he's getting, so that's 6 people get stuff sent out. And then the following week, or before I go away at least, I think there's 3. Yeah, I'm keeping all of yours until we do the St. Heinrich. There's 3 people in Europe. I've got Eames, Ragnar, and Ken to send stuff to. That'll probably be the following week. And then the 2 people in America that want stuff, they'll be coming with me to the States. And I'll just chuck them out the airplane windows and fly over. Next, we'll do the yellow one. So we're on 20 to enough time to get these done. Welcome back. Beckish Fox has Deep Rock Galactic, by the way, Gosu. As does Eames. But where do your budgies smuggle the stuff? Or where do your Marines smuggle their budgies? If they don't have pouches. You know what's really weird? Might not be weird. Oh no, it might be. But streaming without a face cam on is so much easier than streaming with a face cam on. Maglock just sounds like heresy to me. I'm trying to work out whether I can get away with leaving that skull that colour. Because I'll be painting it paler anyway. I think I'm going to leave that skull that colour. It's not like there's an overriding like red or a blue or a green shining through it. So we will. But they look fairly good. Even the crazy yellow one. That'll look a lot better once it gets weathering on it. And the bones and everything.
didn't think you had it in you. I'm your huckleberry.
Voltige! Ahoy! Is he here or is it a fleeting visit? Thank you very much, Voltage. We're doing tiny, tiny shields at the moment. One of Voltage's fleeting visits. Thank you very much. Hope you're keeping well. That's looking okay. I thought I made a big old mess then. You know the shields that from our side, the tilt shields? Because they tilt and move. They're a thing from history. Actual knights used to have them. And there's videos about actual knights wearing them and showing that they tilt away and don't restrict movement. Yeah, well, everything's not in scale in 40k, because if it was, they'd be too hard to model. I think they're quite cool. It's a good opportunity to put some nice decal work on. Like, there's some great examples out there of Black Templars with really cool tilt shields. It's the people with the big racks on top of the backpack banners that's the worst. They're the worst people. out of paint. One more then. Thing is though, it's 40k and what realistically is realistic. You know, 8 foot tall transhumans fighting giant space bugs. I should have done this one yellow. It's got lots of runes in there that would look great if they were painted in. It depends whether you need the resources on the planet, so you need the people, doesn't it? They do have virus bombs and such. I think there was a topic on this on Reddit this week. It doesn't look much like a wolf's head at the moment. Right. It's another one done. We can sort of offer these up and see how they look. Tomorrow we'll get the gold on them, and then they'll really start to come together. So this one. He's going to have these colours. It's going to be hard to show fully. We'll need to work out which ones are going where. So there's two at the moment. My only issue here with the colours I've chosen for this side is I don't want the black on there, because it's going to leave me red and blue, two really vibrant colours next to one another. That's the point of it, I think. So if we put the red and black together, because I don't want red and green together. Something like that on that side. And then the off side will be the black one and the one that's still wet, which is the red one. But we'll put the red on this side over the grey. And then the other boat this one is going to have that on there. And that on one side. And this side it's going to have that. And the yellow one. So tomorrow we will try and get these all finished off. So that's for one. That will be going with the black one, and the green will be going with the blue one. So those are our pairings. I like it. I like it. So what's been going on today? We've had a donation from Gosu. Thank you very much. Contribution from Nick Spear. What day is it today? It's the 11th. Isn't it? We've also had Voltige resubscribing, and for some reason it isn't showing up Peckish Fox as well. I wish I knew why my activity feed wouldn't update properly. Oh well. Let me just double check everything's okay. Where is Stream Elements?
Welcome to fucking Deadwood.
And a follow. That was definitely a follow. Anubis, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Dashboard. Activity feed. Heinrich as well. Heinrich, thank you very much for 5 months. Go Super the tip. Producer from Nick Spear. It's me, Foxy Fox. Thank you very much for the sub. Voltige as well. And a follow from Anubis. We're back tomorrow, aiming to get all these things sorted. It is going well, thank you. Yeah, like I said, we're working on a pair of these. We're just doing the detail shields and bits to go down the side at the moment. Look, you can see we still need to varnish all the bits up. It's coming now. I just couldn't face working directly on them anymore this weekend. Yeah, tomorrow we'll get these all finished up. We've also got to redo the gems on the top of the thingy. And it's good actually, because when we do these two, these bits here, we've also got 2 on there to do. So we'll get them sorted out. That's if we get that far. We do have all these pelts to try and paint. Then work out whether I stick them on. I probably will stick them on once they're painted in. And then we'll aim for the rest of the detail paint on those. Detail paint on the other one, on the black one, is almost complete at this point. It's just this purple one we need to get the detail paint working. Then varnish, and then chipping, and then the main weathering goes on. So that's the plan, I think. So if you like what we do and you want to see more of it, please do join us tomorrow from 8 o'clock UK time. So we do have the majority of the boring work is now done, and once we get the chipping on everything, that's when the fun really begins. And then base. So chipping, weathering, basing, and that'll be done. Then we've also got this guy to do a base for as well. And that'll be that whole pack of Space Wolves done. You can stand there. Yeah, I need to find where the sticks are. We'll find them. One of 3 or 4 or 5 places. So yeah, thank you all very much this evening. If you want to join us again tomorrow, that'd be great to see you. But have a good one, everybody. We are just going to end. We're not going to raid on because my raid buttons don't work. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks again. And take care. No worries. Bye-bye.